Hey, what's up guys? I've got a few new products I want to show you today. It doesn't have anything to do with that contraption in my last video. I didn't get hardly any feedback from you guys on that, but I decided to hell with you, I'm going to do it anyway. And I've been playing around with it. That thing is ridiculously fun. Now, before we get started, let's do a little bit of house cleaning. What do you get when you cross Donald Trump with a shark? A megalodon and a big old red wave. Whoa! All right, up first is this foregrip. Now, the story behind this is the guy that I did the 10K build for. He sent me several blackbirds and bumblebees to get built, and I'm actually working on the last one. This one's basically finished. I'm just waiting on a couple of rails, some special rails that he ordered. One of them's going to go here, and the other one's going to go on the other side, much like the way Drawsmax used to do it. Now, I haven't been able to try out this. He just gave it to me. He's like, hey, let me know what you think. Haven't really been able to try it out because I would always end up selling my bottom rail. So it just hadn't had a rail on it for a long time. And I found a good deal on them on eBay about a week ago, and I went ahead and ordered a couple of them. So now we've got a bottom rail on there, and we can go ahead and put it on there, see how we like it. Let's have a closer look at it. It's made of real hard plastic, probably something like PA6 glass fiber reinforced nylon. So it's a real heavy duty quality part. You've got a couple of Allen screws right in there, and several of them, and they hold the two halves together. I don't know if this is hollow or not. I haven't taken it apart. It feels pretty solid though. And you've got a couple of flathead screws here to squeeze everything together. I suppose these Allen screws could help you if you had like an odd sized rail. You could loosen them up and then just fit it on whatever rail you wanted. Now, the guy who came up with this, he's a veteran, and so is the owner of that other gun, the last build of his that I'm working on. And this fella, of course, this is one of his inventions, but he's also got an invention that involves adapting prosthetics to power tools, which is really cool. I'll try to leave those links down below. And the guy who I'm doing that build for is selling these if you're interested in one. So let's get it on there and see how we like it. I did make a grip, this style of grip. It looks a lot more like the kind you'd see on a Tommy gun. And I really do like that grip, especially for the draws, because the way I shoot it is I usually just leave it on 4K when I take it out, and it doesn't really come off, well, 5K now. It doesn't really come out at 5K, and I don't really use the sights because you can see where it's shooting by, you know, drawing a gray or gold streak wherever you shoot. There we go. I think it looks slicker than owl shit. It feels really good. Yeah, I do really like that in the shooting position. It's okay in the rest position, but that's where it's at, the shooting position. In a resting position, I'd say this. I'm not sure what this is for. I guess it's for your thumb. Yeah, it makes more sense in a shooting position to rest your thumb on it. And the other one would be for a lefty. But I think we got rid of all of those in the beginning of this video. Yeah. Definitely. I was thinking that in a resting position, it might be a little bit more comfortable further out here. But no, man, this is where it's at right here. I'll go ahead and admit this. This isn't the first time I've had this on something. And when I had it on the other thing, I was just, you know, feeling it like this. And I didn't get it because I didn't shoulder it. But now I really get it. Yeah, that's very nice. It's staying on here for sure. So I believe that's called the AFG. I'll leave instructions, links below, whatever, on how you can get one of these and support one of our veterans. All right, up next, he talked me into making a shroud for him for one of the long tactical barrels that I've got a bunch of. And I had sworn up and down that I was never going to make another one of these again. The problem for me making these is making the metal parts, like these bushings that go in here and the end nut on my Easy Bake lathe. It is not pleasant at all. It takes like a full day to make 3 parts out of aluminum on that thing. It's ridiculous. So he talked me into it, and I was making the bushing that goes between the shroud and the barrel, and I turned it out of plastic on the lathe, and I'm like, well, it's kind of a sloppy fit, whatever, let me just go ahead and keep rolling with it. My heart was definitely not in it, and yeah, he's going to be a lot happier than it was once I figure this out. I remembered that I have a 3D printer, and I actually know how to design things now. So I designed the bushings that go in here and the end nut, and we'll take a look at that. Now, I started making these because people really wanted, it's been a long time that we haven't been able to get the metal parts from the Gem C / Draws Max barrels. So I started making these, and I didn't realize it till after I made the first one. I'm like, man, this feels so much better than, like, especially like a tactical barrel, one of the originals, because this entire, all this stuff is not part of the barrel, and it's heavy. Let's find the balance point on this gun. That's right about there. And let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything special in there. I do have this on there, but let's see where it is on here. So it's there on the other one. It's back here. Now I did flat top this one with an aluminum rail, but that's not really going to change where the balance point is much. But as far as pointability, especially with these long barrels, I much prefer these carbon fiber shrouds over the all metal ones. And we'll go ahead and take them both off, and y'all can see my handiwork with the bushings and the barrel nut. And we'll weigh everything and get a weight on it, and we'll see how much weight that you're putting out in front of it with the original design and then with my design. And the reason I'm going over this is because I'm offering this now. I've got the barrels. I've got SMG barrels. You know, they're like about that long. Well, they're this long because they use this same metal piece. So I'm making shrouds for both of those barrels and selling the barrels. But if you've got an original Jaws Max or Gem C barrel and you want to lighten it up, I can also do that for you with a carbon fiber shroud. So, I mean, I just personally, I think this is a little much for a BB gun. What do you guys want? Ounces or grams? Let's go with grams. You might not be able to see it, so I'll just read it off. "372 grams. All right, none of us know what that means. What is that, like 8 pounds, I think? Let's see. 13.1 ounces. Yeah, a lot of people think that looking at the tactical barrels, that this is the actual barrel and this does something, but no, this is just decoration. The barrel goes all the way through this and, you know, threads in to this. I actually like the plastic parts as far as the hardware on this, anything that touches the barrel, because the metal hardware, it actually scratches the barrel. And the Jaws Max barrels have that nice deep blue on them. But yeah, man, look at this fit. That's a good fit. Okay, find somewhere to stick this. "60 grams. 2.1 ounces. So yeah, I mean, that's taking over, what, over 10 ounces off the end of your barrel that does not need to be there. 2 1/8 ounces. That's crazy, all that weighs that little. But I made this one out of silk black PLA, and the bushings were made out of, there's another one in here. You're not going to be able to see much, but they're made out of PETG, which is a better choice for bushings, and I'm super happy about that. So if you want one, I'll make you one. Just hit me up. So that about wraps it up for this one. Look for a video maybe in like 3 weeks or something like that. Some of the parts for the blowgun adapter have to come from overseas, and it's going to take about that long for them to get here. That's what they say anyway, so we'll see. But that thing is ridiculous. Yeah, so hopefully next time you see me, we'll be able to take deer with our BB guns. And don't forget to vote, and don't forget to vote the right way. And if you want the STL file for this, just send me an email. I was going to put it on Thingiverse, but I was worried I'd break it. So I'll see y'all later.